And now, on with the show.
Welcome to 4 Movies, where I will be talking about 4 movies that have something in common. Well, what they have in common, I know, but do you? If you do, say it, because at the end, I'll say it. And, you know, I want people to believe that you knew what you were talking about, and not wait until I say it, and you'd be like, yeah, I knew that. Nobody believes that guy. So, nobody believes that person at all. So, we're going to go ahead and go. I took a little bit to start recording this because it was, I don't know, I had a brain block there for a second, and I was like, what do these movies have in common? And I was like I heard the old dialed motor up sound. Anyways, here we go. We're going to do it with the 4 movies. Bam. Waterworld. There's a lot of people who will dunk on this movie. And they'll be like, oh, the movie's horrible, whatever. Well, it's not horrible. It is fun. It is well played. They might have wanted to be financially more responsible. I think they were like, this is going to be a big blockbuster. So they dropped a bunch of bank for the movie. And it didn't make the movie back. It's like, it didn't make the bank back. And it's one of those things where it's like, that's like movies now that come out and they're like, this movie tanked. It's not making as much money. Well, eventually it probably does. Don't get me wrong. But it's also a thing of like, if they spend that much money on it, it's hard to make that money back. Like, that's why horror movies are so successful. Why are horror movies so successful? Because somebody running in the woods does not cost that much to make. Just, you know, it doesn't. It's simpler math. It's just what it is. Anyways, this movie, I enjoyed it thoroughly. I watched this a bunch of times. This was a great movie. This was like literally a summer blockbuster, but I guess it didn't make back the money that it cost to make the movie. And still, well worth a watch. If you haven't seen it, Dennis Hopper in this, eating up the scenery. He is just in it to win it on this. Sorry, well played. And Jean Triplehorn is actually really good in this as well. So it's pretty good to see her, because she's in my one of my favorite movies of all time, Very Bad Things. And from what I hear, at least in Very Bad Things, she's not one to be messed with. And now, bam. Should I do this in order? Or maybe that makes it too simple. I'm going to do it in order anyways. Second movie. Mr. Brooks. Yeah. Mr. Brooks. Starring Demi Moore. This movie's a wild movie. Like, well, it's like, you wouldn't really expect what you get from it. You know, that's one of those things where it's like, oh, you get into this movie, and then it's like, whoa. It's like, subversion is such a great tactic when making a movie. It's one of those things where, like, you didn't think you were going to get as good a movie as this movie ended up being. You know? Like, oh, okay. Like, oh, okay. And then you, like, watch it. Whoa! That was great. Wow. I was surprised. Now, I'm not saying that it's the best movie of all time or anything like that, but, yeah, it'll surprise you if you haven't seen it. You definitely should. This is a comedy special by some guy. I don't know, just somebody who does comedy specials. That's cool. And, yeah. That's disc 2. Where's disc 1? Why don't I have disc 1 in there? That's not disc 1. Why do I have disc 2? That's weird. I gotta change that. I don't think this is stand-up. Anyways, comedian, stand-up. He was big in a moment. I wouldn't say that he's like the biggest comedian right now, but he was big. He also did another comedy special. Boom, his first comedy special. What? It's a DVD. It came with the CD. So, that was good. This is going to be perhaps a short video. Wow, this one breaks up weird. Is somebody in? No, I don't know. This is going to break down weird. Anyways, I'm going to give you a fifth movie. Unless you count those comedy specials as one, which I'm kind of doing right now. We're going to go, like I said, this one kind of breaks up weird. Sorry. But bam! Employee of the Month. I worked at Walmart for 15 years. Yeah. So, stop it. My arm's fighting me right now. It's like Body Parts or Idle Hands. Oh my goodness. I was thrifting, right? And I go to this thrift store, and I'm like, oh man, yes. I look for movies. I found a copy of Idle Hands. I was so excited, and then I opened it up, and it was all scratched up on the inside. I was like, why? I don't have Idle Hands in my collection. I need it though. It's a great movie. I don't know where I put it, but anyways, Employee of the Month was a fun movie. Like I said, Dax Shepard in there. He's done in a lot of stuff. I mean, he was in the Chips movie and stuff like that. But the little stuff that he's in, it's good to see him in different roles. And Jessica Simpson, actually, really good job. She was in this and Dukes of Hazzard. And then Dukes of Hazzard was directed by the Broken Lizard Troupe, which I'm a big fan of as well. I think I own all their movies except for Puddle Crasher, or whatever that one. Like the first one. Anyways, we're going to go round this up right now, guys. If you can figure out what these movies have in common, at least one thing that they have in common, I think you can figure it out. So we're gonna knock that one out right out the bat. We're basically gonna we went with one side. We're gonna go the other way, or do we do it how we started? Yeah, let's do it how we started. It's fine. Waterworld and Mr. Brooks both have Kevin Costner in them. But Mr. Brooks also has Dane Cook in them. And Dane Cook is also in the Dane Cook comedy special. Oh, cool! And he's also an Employee of the Month. So that's what these all have in common. The stand-ups, you can sit there and go, that's not a movie, but it is movie length. That's like, if you're watching a series and it's hour episodes, essentially each episode's a movie. If they're able to keep your attention well, then they're able to keep your attention well. That's just what it is. Thank you so much for watching. Really, if you've stayed this long, you're awesome. Go ahead and stay awesome. I'm gonna be doing a video a day till I get a silver play button or a gold play button, or at least till I'm done with all my movies and stuff like that. Which then I'll have an inventory of how many movies I actually have, and because I really like movies and I'm a physical media collector, so after this it goes on to the next piece of physical media, which could be CDs or books. So I don't know which one right now. I have a lot more movies to go through, and we'll figure it out when we get to that crossroads. But thanks so much for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow.